I'm Karin. Welcome to my kitchen. One of my favorite rustic French dishes is rabbit with mustard sauce, la panne de moutarde. The first time I made this dish was what feels like 100 years ago in cooking school. And it dawned on me that it tasted so similar to something my mom calls Dijon Chicken. Well, I don't have any rabbit right now, and I'm guessing you don't either. So instead of cooking something exotic and saying it tastes like chicken, we're going the opposite today. I love this dish because it has such deep, elegant flavors, yet it uses pretty common pantry items. It also doesn't take long to make. Rabbit is a lean meat with no skin on it when you cook it. So when you think of it, this is a great time to use those ubiquitous, boneless, skinless chicken breasts that you might have in your freezer. Actually works best with skinless chicken. I'm using a whole chicken today though and leaving the skin on for flavor. I miss breaking proteins down. I also need to make more stock. We just won't need to use as much butter when we're cooking because the skin will render some extra fat out. I'm going to set aside the body for making stock later. I'm leaving the bones in the legs and thighs but cleaning them up. You could debone it completely though. If you're just using breasts, cut them into a few large chunks. Now our bird is broken down into similar sized pieces, so they should cook evenly. I have this large pan heating on a medium heat, and I'm going to heat it with a little bit of oil, and then I'll add butter when we're about ready to add the chicken. Salt and pepper, and then dust them with a little bit of flour. The flour will help thicken the pan juices later. I'm gonna add some butter and the chicken. We don't want the pan to be too hot when we add the chicken. We want to render some of the fat out from the skin, and a gentle heat is best for that. Skin side down, or presentation side down. Now we wait for the chicken to get a nice brown on the presentation side. While the chicken is cooking, we can cut our shallots and garlic. Shallots can be kind of a pain to cut, so I'm going to show you a chefy way to solve that problem. First I find the base, and then I start with little incisions. You need a sharp knife for this. This one isn't the sharpest. And you take a sharp knife and go across so that you're getting, it's like you're making a blooming onion. Anyone remember those? And then we cut straight down. That technique is called the ciselé. We're cutting it finely so that it will release its full aroma into the sauce quickly. If you don't have shallot, you can use an onion here, for sure. But that shallot will give you that kind of pungent, rich umami. Now let's check on our chicken. They're getting nicely browned on one side, so we're going to flip the pieces over and then coat them with some Dijon mustard. But first we'll pour off some of the excess fat. I'm just giving the pieces a nice even brushing here. When the mustard is applied, we'll add our aromatics. Half a shallot, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 sprigs of thyme, about half a cup of white wine, and a little bit of chicken stock. We don't want this to be swimming with liquid. We're going to let the chicken finish cooking in the oven with the lid off. The oven's at 400. Tonight I'm going to serve this with some asparagus and some crusty bread. Also great with buttered noodles, potatoes, or rice. The simpler the better. We're just going to quick pick up this asparagus in a pan with olive oil and season it with salt, pepper, and garlic. Our chicken is done after about 20 minutes in the oven, so we're going to set the meat aside and strain the juices into a smaller pot so we can make our sauce. We'll cover the meat to keep it warm. It looks like we'll need to thicken our sauce a little bit, so I'm going to add about a tablespoon of flour. We'll let that simmer until it's the right consistency, and then we'll season it. The sauce is almost where it needs to be. Really, with the mustard and then the seasonings that were already on the chicken, you don't have much to do with this one. I am gonna finish it with some creme fraiche though. I make mine by taking 1 cup of heavy cream and adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. It's just such a decadent little finishing touch to so many things. I'll let it sit out at room temperature for about 24 hours until it thickens up. Give it a good stir and then refrigerate it. I'm sure you're really disappointed that I haven't incorporated any lemon into this dish yet. Well, fret not. The asparagus is done, and I think our sauce is good to go. The flavor of brown chicken dressed in tangy mustard, deepened by shallot, and elegantly rounded out with creme fraiche is an unforgettable combination. And it just begs for some rosé. Especially rosé from the south of France. Can't wait to hear what my friend Erin has to say about it. I hope you'll enjoy some Dijon chicken and lovely French rosé this week. It feels like spring. I'm Karin. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen. This is the kind of dish you want when the sun edge to the maybe not snow.